This video is brought to you by Verve. This rhythm is 60 beats per minute, the same rhythm as a second hand ticking on a clock. In a sense, this is the sound of time. By itself, the rhythm doesn't elicit much of a response, but what if I told you that you were going to die at the end of this minute? Well, that changes everything. Now, with a time endpoint established and something at stake, suspense and tension grows with every single tick. This storytelling device, frequently used in film, is called a ticking clock. And writer-director Christopher Nolan was able to utilize this storytelling device beautifully in two of my favorite scenes across his entire filmography, both of which are found in his 2014 film, Interstellar. Here's how John Truby describes the ticking clock in his book, The Anatomy of Story. A time endpoint, also known as a ticking clock, is a technique in which you tell the audience up front that the action must be completed by a specific time. A time endpoint gives you the benefit of intense narrative drive and great speed, although at the expense of texture and subtlety. A ticking clock has many benefits. It ramps up the stakes and forces characters to make choices in order to resolve the looming conflict within a specified time limit. However, as Truby notes, using the device can come with a cost. It tends to be painfully obvious. Think about bomb defusing scenes. They've been portrayed in film so many times that they've now become a tired cliche. When an audience notices the story techniques being utilized behind the scenes, that means their attention is being pulled away from the narrative and emotional beats of the story. The movie magic is gone, and that's the last thing a director wants. So how can you hide a ticking clock device within your story? One way is by incorporating the rhythmic ticking of time within the score itself. And that's exactly what director Christopher Nolan and composer Hans Zimmer did with the score for Interstellar. Specifically with two tracks, Mountains and Coward. Immediately as our characters land on Miller's planet to retrieve data, we're reminded what's at stake.
Go, 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 go! 7 years per hour here. Let's make it count.
As soon as Cooper says that, the score begins with simple ticks. Now, each and every tick reminds the audience of time moving forward. And here on this planet, time is precious. Every second matters. The rhythm of the song begins slightly slower at 48 beats per minute, another nuanced reminder of the planet's inherent threat. And as our characters slowly realize that Miller is dead, and the once perceived mountains are actually giant waves thundering towards them, the music crescendos and the rhythm gradually increases to 60 beats per minute. With each tick in the score, the audience is left to wonder if the crew will make it back to the ship or not before the waves reach them. That is the ticking clock device in action. Suspense and tension rises with every tick as time mercilessly slips away.
It is nuts.
Later in the film, Cooper and Brand watch as their only ship drifts aimlessly towards man's planet. Like the previous scene, the audience is quickly told what's at stake. They must find a way to dock and guide the ship away before it falls into the planet's atmosphere and crashes. Now that the deadline is clearly established, with our characters' lives and the larger mission at stake, the ticking clock begins. The quiet ticks of a clock are quickly replaced with booming percussive instruments, keeping the constant rhythm of 60 beats per minute. At this point, with the ticking clock motif already established, Nolan doesn't have to keep showing his audience a countdown in order to elicit a response, like the overused bomb defusing trope. That would be too obvious and might pull the audience out of the story. Instead, each beat in the song is like an omnipresent reminder that time is running out. The music swells, pushing the ticking clock along, as we wonder if our characters will survive or not. And only once they are safely out of orbit does the music's intensity finally relent. A storyteller is like a magician. They bring the audience along for a ride into the unknown, manipulating their emotions for a desired response. But the moment the audience figures out how the trick works, the magic instantly dies. Knowing this, Christopher Nolan and Hans Zimmer effectively hide suspense inside the film score, allowing the music to reinforce the larger themes at work in the story. Nolan and Zimmer utilized the ticking clock device again throughout the score of their next collaboration, Dunkirk, even going as far as to incorporate the sound of Nolan's personal pocket watch into the score. Nolan is a master of manipulating his audience throughout his entire filmography, and sometimes all it takes is... This video is brought to you by Verve. If you haven't heard of Verve, they're a service that pulls together a lot of great content from channels like Crunchyroll, Funimation, Nerdist, and Mubi. If you're a fan of anime, cartoons, and other unique content, I can't recommend it enough. Right now, Verve is giving my viewers an awesome opportunity to check out their site for free. Click the link in the description below or go to vrv.co/theelk right now to start your 30-day ad-free trial. You can download the app and watch on your Xbox, PlayStation, iOS, and Android device, and start watching shows like Dragon Ball Super and the brand new show Gary and His Demons, which is perfect if you like twisted adult cartoons like Rick and Morty. But personally, I'd like to recommend Harmon Quest. The show combines role-playing games and improv comedy as Dan Harmon, creator of Community and co-creator of Rick and Morty, along with his friends and special guest comedians, play an epic campaign of Dungeons & Dragons that's brought to life through animation. I burned through the entire first season in just 3 days. I really can't recommend it enough. It's so much fun. Again, click the link below or go to vrv.co/theelk to start your 30-day free trial. You'll get instant access to 12 must-have channels, ad-free content, exclusive series you can't find anywhere else, and even offline viewing, so you can still enjoy your shows when you're on the go. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. Hans Zimmer's score for Interstellar is one of my favorites of all time, so I was really glad to be able to examine it in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like it and share it with your friends, and also leave me a comment below. Tell me what your favorite film score is. Also, I'm planning on doing an upcoming live Q&A here on YouTube, so keep an eye out for it. If you're not already, follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. I'll post there before I go live, because I would love you to participate if you're able to. Patrons, and if you're not a patron, it's just a way to communicate with you guys better, answer questions, and just, kind of build up this community for Entertaining the Elk. And I would love you to be a part of it. So again, follow me on there, and I'll post so that way you're able to join. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you all next time.